I don't know about all that. So hi there everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be doing a video. So I feel like I haven't filmed in forever, partially because I haven't filmed in forever, but I have a story to tell you. I have something to tell you. If you follow me on Snapchat, you know part of the reason why I didn't post for probably a couple days, about a week. First of all, I've been very busy. I've had to work a ton of hours at work. I had to cover a guy's shift at work. It's chill. But another thing was, I was like, yo, these roots are outrageous, because my roots were outrageous, and I needed to get my hair done. So I decided I was gonna go back to the girl that I always go to. So I had to really like rearrange my schedule a lot. Again, I've been working a lot. I had a lot of things to do. And so I was moving my schedule around, and I realized I had like one tiny opening, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna call her. So I called the salon she works at. I got an appointment, which was great. And it was only a couple days out, so everything was fine. So I was going in for a full highlight, which I never ever do. I normally just do a partial highlight, but I went in to do a full because I had so many roots and they were so dark that I was like, I might as well just do a full. I wanted to go lighter anyways for the summer, because when it hits summertime, I like to have my hair lighter, and then when I go out to the beach, it gets even lighter. So I had a full highlight and a cut. So my first mistake was the full highlight. That was a big mistake. So I go to this place. I have gone to this place for a very long time, and I know with some of my other like stories with my hair, I was at fault with like the shimmer lights thing when I stripped my hair the last time, when I talked about when I went brown and stripped my hair. Like, yeah, that was my fault. I'll take partial credit for this. Okay, so basically this girl I've been going to for a long time. Like, she's done my hair like so many times. She's the one who chopped my hair back when I donated my hair to cancer patients, like last year. She chopped my hair. She's the only one who had touched my hair for a really long time. And so I was like, there's no problems here. I came in, she was like, what do you want? And basically every time I sit down with people, I usually am pretty detailed, but this time I wasn't. I was kind of just like, take me hella blonde. Like, take me hella blonde and just like trim the ends. Right, so she starts doing my hair, chill, everything's fine. She's putting everything on, she's putting on the foils. And I noticed it was kind of like, the thing about my highlights, I'm very particular. I don't like chunky highlights, and this time I didn't show her a photo. Again, that was my fault, but at the same time, I just had gone to her for so long that I felt like I was like, I got this. So, oh my gosh, basically, pull all the foils, so she sets me in the foils, puts me under the dryer. I was under the dryer for probably 20 minutes because I was online shopping while I was doing it. So she puts me under the dryer. I was drying. It was fine. Nothing was wrong. I didn't really see any huge things. I wasn't really worried at that point. Full highlights are pretty, standard. Everybody pretty much does them the same. So we get done, she's like, okay, you're done. So she comes over, this is the part where I knew something was wrong. So we get over there, she pulls the foils out, and she's like, okay, perfect, yay. And then she washes my hair, and then that was it. And if you've ever gotten your hair bleached, you would know that 9 times out of 10 they're gonna tone your hair. Unless, if you're getting an ombre, they may not tone your hair because they can't tone the whole thing. But if you are getting highlights, I don't know the last time I got highlights and they didn't tone my hair, right? But I didn't think much of it because I wasn't sure, like, I trust the people that I go to, and so if they say, okay, it's not pulling yellow today, we're fine. I'm like, okay, cool. And so I was just like, yeah, it's fine, I don't really care. As it's one less step that I have to do and they have to do. So, and she also, I told her, I was like, I have to get to work in like 3 hours, like don't rush, it's totally fine, like everything's gonna be okay. And she's like, we got it, right? So she pulls it out, doesn't tone my hair, and I was like, I don't know about all that. The trim was fine. Then she was blow drying my hair, and I was like, okay, all right. The thing about it is when you're in different lighting, things look different, okay? So I have a softbox light on right now, right? The lighting here looks different than the lighting in my bathroom, and the lighting in my bathroom looks different than the lighting outside in my like dining room, because my dining room has natural light, and then my dining room has different lighting than my car, because my car has natural light and it has fake light. And so like every different lighting situation is gonna look different, right? So I was there and they had fluorescent lights in there, I think. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. But so the lighting made it look, I was like, okay, this is fine, right? It looked fine. She was like, I hope you're happy with it. Right, so we had gotten done in 1 hour and 15 minutes. If you have ever gotten highlights, if you have ever gotten cut, anything, you know that that is insane. Unless you're a dude, then they can cut your hair really easy. Like, you do a 1 on the sides and cut the top, like whatever. But like, if you're a girl and you invest in your hair, like, you know that that's wild. And I looked at my phone and I was like, that's weird. Like, normally I'm here for longer. And the reason why is because normally when you tone for like 25 minutes. So I was like, nah, okay. So I looked at it in the mirror. She was like, what do you think? I was like, good. And I'm also somebody who's very non-confrontational, so even if I had noticed at the time that it was something that I didn't like, I still wouldn't have said anything. And I know that's my fault and I should speak up more, but it just makes me uncomfortable, especially after like somebody has an appointment after me and things like that. So, right, finish with that. So I get into my car and I look at my hair and I'm like, this is yellow. My hair is yellow. And I had this happen one time before with a different stylist, and it was the same thing. So I looked at my hair and I was like, okay. Like, at that point I wasn't really sure what was going on yet, so I was taking pictures of it to try and figure out like what it even looked like. Because no offense, but when you first get it done, you're looking at it in different lights and you're trying to figure out what it kind of looks like. So I get home and I have a couple pictures to show you guys if you don't believe me. I was Snapchatting about it and you could kind of see it on Snapchat, but I was also using lighting in here, so it was harder to see. When I was here sitting down, you could tell a little bit, but you could not tell as much as like when I was in my dining room or like when I was in my bathroom. You could see like the straight up yellow, like chunks of yellow in my bangs. So I got home and I said to my mom, straight up, I look like Eminem out of the 90s. And everybody thinks that's so funny that I said that, but it was true. Because the reason Eminem looked like that was because he bleached his hair with hydrogen peroxide and just didn't do anything to it, so it turned yellow. And that's literally what my hair looked like. It was just like straight up, there were chunks of just yellow in it. And I was like, this is a look. So anyways, I basically had to spend more money to go to someone to tone it because I didn't have time to drive. She is about 45 minutes from me to go get my hair done there, and I didn't have time to drive out there, and my mom sees someone near my house, so I was like, okay, that's what I'll do. So I ended up going and she fixed it. It looks so good now. It pulls a little bit yellow on the camera, which is funny, but I love it. It looks so much better. So now I can get back to filming because there were a couple days where I literally just sat around and was like, I look like Eminem and I don't know what to do about it. Like, I purple shampooed it. I was like, what do I do? But yeah, the girl who fixed it is now who I'm gonna be going to from now on. Basically, the moral of the story is don't go to somebody who's rushed. Don't go to somebody who necessarily you're friends with or things like that. I don't think she meant to do it wrong, and I don't even know necessarily that she thought it was wrong when she did it at the time, but I think it was because there was a time issue and she had a lot of appointments that day, and so it kind of just became like, what, rush. So that's all I have to say. That's my experience with having bright yellow hair. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up, and I'll see you back here later.
Girl, you're so damn fine, though. Wanna know if I can hit it from behind, though. I'm sipping on you like some fine wine, though. When it's over, I press rewind, though. Talking bands, I got it. Benjamin.